The life and legacy of Michael Somare, Papua New Guinea's first Prime Minister. Age life would shape the man he would become. Early years, a simple start as a boy, Somare was raised in a traditional community. His father was a local leader, and Michael learned early on about the importance of leadership, responsibility, and community. However, his life would soon be touched by the outside world. In the late 1940s, he was sent to a Catholic mission school, a place that introduced him to Western education and ideas. It wasn't always easy, but Somare excelled, and education would become a theme in his life. Somare's journey into politics began when he left his village to further his education. He went to study in Papua New Guinea's capital, Port Moresby, and later in Australia, where he earned a teaching certificate. His education in both the traditional and Western worlds helped shape his unique perspective on life, and he began to understand that there was a need for change in his country. The path to politics, a voice for change. In the 1960s, as PNG was still under Australian administration, Somare became involved in political life. He believed strongly that his people needed a voice, and he was ready to step up. In 1968, he was elected as a member of the House of Assembly of the Territory of Papua and New Guinea. His leadership qualities were evident, and his ability to bridge the gap between traditional Papua New Guinean values and modern governance quickly earned him respect. Somare didn't just talk about change, he became a key figure in shaping it. In the early 1970s, when the idea of independence was gaining momentum, Somare became the driving force behind the movement. He was a founding member of the Pangu Party, Papua and New Guinea Union, which was dedicated to fighting for the independence of the nation. His commitment to self-governance and national pride resonated with many, and he quickly became one of the most prominent leaders of the independence movement. The road to independence. By the time the 1970s rolled around, PNG was on the cusp of change. Michael Somare became the first chief minister in 1972, and as the leader of the newly formed government, he began working with the Australian administration to prepare the country for full independence. Somare's political skill was put to the test as he navigated difficult negotiations with the Australian government and worked hard to unite the diverse tribal groups of PNG. After a few years of intense preparation, PNG officially gained independence on September 16, 1975. Somare became the first prime minister of the newly independent nation. The world was watching, and Somare's leadership was crucial in ensuring that PNG's transition from a colony to a sovereign nation was peaceful and orderly. The country's first independence ceremony was a proud moment, and Somare was celebrated as a true hero of the people. A long political career. Somare's role as prime minister didn't end after independence. In fact, he would go on to hold the position for multiple terms over the next several decades. Under his leadership, PNG began to find its feet as an independent country, working to build a national identity while balancing the complexities of its diverse culture and geography. Though Somare faced challenges like corruption, political instability, and economic struggles, he was often seen as a stabilizing force. His time in office wasn't without controversy, and like any long-serving leader, he had both his supporters and critics. But what remained undeniable was his commitment to his country's development and his desire to see Papua New Guinea flourish as a nation. Somare became known as the High Father of the Nation, a title he earned through his tireless dedication to the well-being of his people. Later years, reflection and legacy. After stepping down from the role of Prime Minister in 2011, Somare remained an influential figure in Papua New Guinea's political landscape. He was still active in politics, often voicing his opinions and offering guidance to younger generations of leaders. But over time, age and health began to take their toll. In February 2021, after a prolonged battle with illness, Michael Somare passed away at the age of 84. His death marked the end of an era for Papua New Guinea. Somare had witnessed his nation's transformation from a colony to a fully sovereign state. His legacy was not just about the power he held, but about the vision he had for a united, self-reliant, and prosperous Papua New Guinea. Remembering the father of the nation. Michael Somare's life story is one of courage, vision, and dedication. From his humble beginnings in a small village to becoming the first prime minister of an independent nation, his journey was one of a kind. His commitment to his people, his leadership in the fight for independence, and his enduring role in the political life of PNG left a lasting impact on the country. Even after his passing, Somare's contributions to Papua New Guinea continue to be remembered. The country has grown and faced many challenges since independence, but Somare's vision and his role in shaping the nation will always be a key part of PNG's history. He is forever the father of the nation, and his legacy lives on in the hearts of the people he led so bravely and wisely.